to the white.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is that for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to Biafra, consecrated nation, O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised, the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets peal the glorious song of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
Yeah.
Long live up, you, me mama, ask, one more clock, man. We are the Onyibe. Umuchinaka. Yo, man.
Biafra in London, Biafra in Germany, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in Russia, Biafra in Malaysia, everybody likes it. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. But somebody said to all the idolists, respect the leader of indigenous people. Nobody can stop Biafra, I say it. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. You can judge the leader of Biafra. You can kill the people of Biafra, but never, never change their decision. Every time I play this Babylon, I wish me every day. Every time I sing this Babylon, I wish me every day. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong.
They say good and evil are we chose.
Biafra in bedroom, Biafra in bathroom, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in jail, Biafra in church, everybody likes it. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. I told you, nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Obama. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Britain. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Yes, once again, wonderful people of Biafra, men and women of goodwill, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uchi Ukafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uchi Ukafomefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word I do not expect everybody to understand the mindset behind those words. He is, of course, standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandi Okukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. Mazen Nandi Kano remained the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people. For over 60 years, nobody have done this. By the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I remain George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, as always, we must move ahead to appreciate the Almighty Creator, Chukwu Kikabiama, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow, because he's our hope and our stay, the lifting up of our head, and the very primordial influence that drives us in everything we'll do, both matter, great and small. He remained the primordial influence. And of course, I humble myself before him, and I say to him tonight, Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma o, ịhụnanya gị n'ịna gị, obiọma gị, o juru anya dadị o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ị bụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na nedemao. Ise. And of course, on this segment, without wasting further time, we go on to our topic, which is simply titled, What It Takes to Fight Against Organized Crime. What does it take to fight against organized crime? Each time I sit back in a moment of sober reflection to look at what we are going in as a people, believe me, I feel the vibration of the size of the enemy we fight against as people of Biafra. They come in different form and shape, they come in different guise, and there is no knowledge that is hidden from them. These are people you will consider advanced, powerful, connected, well equipped. They were all prepared as if from heaven the day we were created. And they boast from their ivory towers and say they will blot us out as a people. But one thing keeps ruling in my mind. How did we survive? What IPOB is doing today, what our leader Mazen Nandekano is doing, what his deputy is doing, what you are doing as a member of IPOB, believe me, it beats imagination. Of course, it is easy for people to come out from wherever they like and then they begin to judge. It is because they are not reasoning properly, believe me. Though they want you to believe something is wrong with you, but they are the people something is wrong with. Considering the terrorization attitude of the Nigerian state before the global community. But we have been bearing this burden for as long as we can remember. I do not know how our leader was able to draw such inspiration. I do not know why he allowed Chukwu Kikabiama to send him. I don't understand what he was thinking the very day he chose to stand against this monster. But I do know now that he has brought Nigeria down to her knee. I bear testament to the truth, nothing more, nothing less. I do know that because of the actions of our leader, Mazen Nandekano, Nigeria can never remain the same again. I do understand that the issue or the quest to restore Biafra can only get better. And that is why we will wrestle against flesh and blood. We will wrestle against Yoruba Wosa Fulani. We will wrestle against Fulani herdsmen Miati Allah Boko Haram. We will wrestle against ISIS. We will wrestle against oil theft across the globe. We will wrestle against the imperialists. We will wrestle against sin and unseen enemy. Each time we wrestle against principalities and power. When we wrestle against wicked spirits in the heavenly places. When we wrestle with Facebook and other social media. When we wrestle against saboteurs. We know one thing. They can shake us, but they can't bring us down. We know the truth. We can only get better in every situation and circumstance. And tonight, here on Radio Biafra, may I remind you that every one of the broadcasters present their message in different dimensions. Some focus on the government. Some focus on trying to liberate the Awasa and the Fulani. Let Awasa be saved from Fulani. Some love Yoruba. And then some love Biafrans. And then son is going to tell you how many people they are killing. This is to ensure that the word of God is complete. He said the word of God is for rebuke. It is for correction. It is for instruction. It is for direction. It is for motivation. It is for anything you want to say. But the end result is that the men of God may be thoroughly equipped. I remind you once again that what we do on Radio Biafra, irrespective of how you choose to embrace it, is simply for instruction, for direction, for motivation, from alertness, that Biafrans might be delivered, liberated, nothing more, nothing less. Whatever road we choose to follow, it end in one location, freedom. And so when we fight this organized enemy, we will fight against this organized crime against us as a people. A lot of people are not ready for it. And so tonight I want you to understand what it takes to fight against an organized crime. It is very important that the people of Biafra understand that we are fighting against organized crime, something known as organized crime, as it is the only mindset that can truly liberate us from this bondage. When they say something is organized crime, when a crime is organized, there are certain things you need to understand about organized crime. One of the secrets I understand as a student is that for you to do well in any particular subject or topic, the first thing you need to do is to understand their definition. The moment you are able to understand their definition, it is easy for you to disciple every other information that is hidden within that study. And I will tell you that you may not be able to benefit much from this study if you don't understand what organized crime is. And so tonight it is important for us to first of all find out what is the meaning of organized crime. You must understand that organized crime means organized crime is criminal activities that are planned and controlled by powerful group and carried out on a large scale. When you hear about organized crime, these are the things that you must understand. Number one, organized crime is a criminal activities that are planned and controlled by powerful group. Are you getting it? When we talk about organized crime, understand that it simply means that there are criminal activity that have been planned. They planned it very well, and it is being controlled by powerful group and carried out on a large scale. There are three key words there, but we are going to deal with this organized crime as much as we can, break them down. If you understand, we are fighting against organized crime, a group of criminals who makes plan of decimation in a very large scale, and they carry it out as a result of their criminal-minded tendency. For you to be able to overcome them, you must know what it takes to fight such crime. Today, the issue of Biafra is something that it cannot actually be described. We are fighting against subjugation. We are fighting against emasculation. We are fighting against disenfranchisement. We are fighting against decimation. We are fighting against genocide. We are fighting against economic emasculation. We are fighting against political emasculation. We are fighting to restore our identity. We are fighting to make sure our blood lineage is not bastardized. We are fighting to make sure we are religiously delivered. We are fighting to ensure that our identity is not taken away from us. We are fighting to make sure that the land of Biafra is not taken away. We are fighting above all to defend ourselves, because we have become the most endangered species of Homo sapien that have walked this earth. And then the question should be, if we are fighting on this scale to save ourselves, then is it one man that is doing it? Is it one nation? But of course, hell bent, no, they can't do that to us. And that is why you must understand that when they are killing your elderly people in the name of Fulani headsmen, when the military are shooting your youth in the name of trying to comb terrorists and other useless names they may give to us, if they have succeeded in crippling all your political representatives, understand that the reason why they are succeeding in different scale is because these enemies of Biafra are highly organized. And tonight I call it organized crime. But we will survive, believe me. Having been able to understand the meaning of organized crime, we move ahead to look at the implication. What is the implication of this organized crime? What is the implication? Which means if these people have organized themselves against you, they are very ready for you. Like I have rightly said, in every area. This afternoon, I came across a post online. And it was one of our in-law, FFK. And as always, to catch you mugu, as Igbo man that you are, they know how to catch you very well. And he wrote, we cannot be pretending Nigeria is okay. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Igbo have suffered very well inside this one Nigeria. Let us change it. Let us re-amend it. I'm still watching my brothers that is begin to jump out. Hey, FFK has spoken. Hey, he has spoken, Diara. But it's amazing. You are learning. Biafrans are learning, honestly. And I took time and I look at all the comments. I've never been proud of myself as much as I have been this evening, or rather in the afternoon. And people's comment are, oh God, we know you. Just be serious once and for all. Two-faced man. He may be a good man, but believe me, he's part of the people feeding from our misery. If you like, let it be your in-law. Me, I have Fulani relative. Keroni, we mono ya. We mono ya. And now you know. They are properly organized. Let me tell you how the implication there. If you are not aware, they will sweep you off your feet the least time you expect them. You are doing well. Your people are not doing bad. Organized crime against you. You must be vigilant. Because the implication is that they are ready for you. They will take you on. Even when you least expect it. That is why everybody must be very careful. They know how to distract you. You must not give them that leverage, that privilege to make caricature of you. You must show them you are ready for them. I want you to go online, watch many comedies online. You will see most of them are comedy by Yoruba generation. But what I don't understand is that when they want to add Ron's girl, it is Yoruba comedy. They are speaking in Yoruba. But when they want to do Ron's girl, they now use the Igbo, the person to answer Igbo name, even when it's not Igbo. Then one Yoruba idiot will come out and say, Omo yabawo ni mbolenlo. Then the other one will say, oh, I'm going to see Nkechi. And the next time they project Nkechi, Nkechi is like a prostitute. Nkechi will not say, ye may go, ye may go. To you, you think it's a comedy. The crime is so organized against us that through the media, they demean us. They assassinate our character, or should I say, they deform our image. Everywhere imaginable, they have organized themselves against us properly. You can't even see it, you are joining them. Ask yourself, what is the implication of this organized crime against us? And maybe you begin to get serious. When we talk about back to your root, you do not know. I want you to see who your fathers really were. And that is if you even have a father like us. Find out the implication. They are so organized because they know the beneficiaries. They are so organized because they understand the price they must pay. They are so organized because they have made a vow that they will stop at nothing until we are gone as a people. Is that the enemy you are fighting? And then you are trying to be diplomatic. We shall get there. We do not call for war. But believe me, we will not fold our hand when you bring it to our doorstep. There are evidence of our people being killed every minute, every moment. But we are sending the signal and the vibration across the universe. But I tell you, on that very fateful day, you will lack the morality to speak up if you fail to speak now, because it will not end there. For you to be able to fight this organized crime against a race, against the people of Biafra, you must understand the implication of what they do. They can never mean us any good. Not possible. Not today, not tomorrow, not forever. We are simply the food on their table. You mean a lion will catch a deer and then allow the deer go because the deer is simply screaming? Number 2, or rather number 3. Who are these criminals? Because when you talk about organized crime, he said it is the activities of criminals. Criminal-minded individual. Who are these criminals? Because people don't know the level of enemy we are fighting against. They are inside IPOB. Some of us have become the enemy of ourselves. They are saboteur. They appear in different form and shape. They are Yoruba, they are Hausa, they are Fulani. In as much as we will not agree that we still know that we need to know who these criminals are. Who are these criminals? Organized crime is a criminal activity carried in a large scale by a group of individuals. Who are these criminals? Buhari is there before he died. Abacha is there before he died. Otababum is still there. He's a criminal. T.Y. Danjuma. Gowon. I want you to see these people discussing or issuing press communique to Nigeria. You will almost fall in love with them. This is how to know criminals. The imperialists, the colonial masters as they call themselves, they have a way of presenting an armed robber, a federal criminal. You will think they are men of God. Are we going to talk about Robin Hood? When you talk about Robin Sherwood, you think he's a man of God. This is a common theft if it were to be a black man. Ordinary armed robber. But because he's from somewhere, London, Britain, where they finish garnishing him. Some of you think Robin Sherwood is a Father Christmas. He's a common thief. But because he's from Britain, they design him very well. If care is not taken, some black people will even name their children Robin Sherwood. You will not know it's like Anene. Anene is even more honorable than Robin Sherwood. That is how bad it can become. I see some people, they make poster. They take our leader poster and put it with Money Heist poster. And so our leader is like professor. And I know the level of your mentality. How can you say our leader is a thief? If you lie, let him be professor. He's a common thief. Money hive. He's a thief. But because he's a Igbo man, maybe from Italy or Spain. And then some people that say our leader is a thief. Oh, he look like money heist. Professor is a thief, bank robber. Forget about the size of money he steal. You still big, you still small. All of you are still. You are all armed robber. Because if you will begin to agree, oh, our leader is who is another criminal they worship? Because he's a white man. So many of them. You compare yourself with them. And then you are more miserable, I can assure you that. Because you do not know that it's organized crime. In every way imaginable, they want to bring us down. Who are these criminals? They are everywhere. They are on the media. They are in the how do they call it? Hollow chambers. They are in the military. They are everywhere. They planned us very well. You see, what we are fighting to restore, Biafra, we simply don't have any chance known to man but God. It's a mystery. Biafra will come. But do you know there is no map? Do you know there is no plan? Don't let anybody deceive you. Nobody knows how it's going to be. But the assurance is there. Biafra must come. Because almost every door, you have the enemy standing there already. Properly organized crime against us as a people. If we take Nigeria as a case study, there is nowhere we will go to in this Nigeria that anybody will open with an open heart attend to us. Nowhere. Yoruba, no way. Hausa, no way. Fulani, no way. Even Biafrans enjoying current day Nigeria, no way. And now you see, about a week or more now, some religious bigots are trying to, register their displeasure. Why do you call Christian? You cannot talk to Christian. You cannot do this. It is because you have been beaten down already by the weapon of the enemy. Now, this is the truth. I am a reverend. And I continually say that nobody violates my conscience as a Christian. They never burn that person. But don't think I'm an idiot. I hold the tradition of my ancestors higher than life itself. Because everything that pertained to it, I do not have a say. God made it so. In heaven, I discussed that with him. And many men of God were busy. Oh, he's insulting us. He's insulting us. But believe me, we talk to you individually. I talk to you individually. I don't challenge the whole Christians. Being one of you, I know how we function. But I tell you today, if we point you out as a Christian or as a pagan and we question your integrity, your hypocrisy will be exposed. Only few people can escape that. But that having been said, there are enemies everywhere. And so when we are talking to one Muslim that is a criminal, you that is not a criminal, you back up. After all, Muslims are the one who killed Zazaki's son. You back up. We are not talking to you. Except you want to become part of the problem. Then we will respond to you adequately. When we come out, we are talking to pastors. You back down. We are not talking to you. But if we are talking to you, you respond. Then we respond to you adequately. When we are talking to saboteur, you are not one. You back down until we come for you. You back down. Because this fight, this rain will beat all of us. We are engaged with a crime. In fact, we are fighting against organized crime. That is why it looks very difficult, very hard. You will push and push and push and push. It looks like you have gotten the history. Something will happen. We must go ahead and find out, what do they intend to control? Because according to the definition, it says they are powerful group that carries out this. It say crime, organized crime is a criminal activity that are planned and controlled by powerful people. These powerful people, what do they want to control? What are they controlling? What are they controlling? They control everything. But for the first time, we are making a comeback. They control the resources in our land. They control our brain in the church. They control our money in the bank. They control our connection in diaspora. They control our seaport. They control our airport. They control our road. Tell me, where exactly do we control? Only on Radio Biafra. We have control. Here on Radio Biafra, as we mount this mic, nobody controls us. The highest you can do, you take it. But nobody controls us. Outside on this platform, every other place they control us. Because of IPOB, Facebook have configured their system over 1 million times. They are configuring. But they forget that we are the configure itself. They are configuring organized crime. They want to control everything about us. But I'm glad that up to this moment, they've not been able to control IPOB. That is why when you want to use church to control Biafra restoration, you will see men of God. If you want to see Arabaseran and Orobotarian, you will see men of God. If you decide to tell us you worship with St. Bottles and Kankan, you will see the ministers. If you say you are Ogomo, you will see Ogomo. Now you understand. Here on IPOB, nobody controls us. Let them be controlling the one they are controlling. Yoruba can control your brain in the church because you are going to heaven. Hausa can control with Fulani your brain in the name of second tenure because you are second-hand fiddle. But here in IPOB, you don't control us. We are just trying to explain what happens when we talk about organized crime. Powerful men who want to control you. Then you go and meet them and say, this issue, people get involved. They say, you see, this Biafra matter, we are killing big meat there. We just don't know. This meat now, we still want to be eating the meat now. This big meat, no, you people cannot eat the meat. You people are greedy. Big people. But we shall see for how long. You must understand, how do they plan to control? Who are these people controlling us? How do they plan to control us? And how powerful are they? He said they are powerful criminals. How powerful are they? Very powerful group who carry out the activity on a very large scale, according to the definition. How powerful are they? Do you know, when you look at war chest, money that every nation has gathered to because of this issue of Biafra, do you know we don't have anything? According to one of our leader broadcasts, I think he said the Hausa Fulani has over 22 billion US dollar war chest. Money they keep in case war come. They have close to 22 million or billion US dollar to buy gun and bullet for this tiny Biafra. And now let me tell you, don't think Yorubas are fool. In less than 1 week, they rally ran. They brought out motor. They bought Hilos van. They introduced Omotekon. You are praising the hey, Omotekon. You don't know they are ready for us. Ordinary IPOB now. Some people, their job is to monitor George Onyibe. Where is he chopping money? Where is he chopping money? Now you won't go war. You that cannot look at Tenkoba and remove your eye. You want to go to war. Hungry will kill all of us before the war ends. Because if the people who are going to fight this war, you are using ruler to measure food for them, I wonder how it's going to be on that day in the battlefield. But look at Yoruba. Do you know how much they made? Let's look at how powerful they are. The scale of enemy we are fighting. Yoruba are very clever. You won't see them coming. But we know how they function. The richest black man alive is Dangote. Dangote is a Fulani man. We don't know the school he went to. We don't know where he learned boy. We don't know where he learned economics. But according to Nigerian Gota Media, Nigerian Info Personality Profile, they said that Dangote was selling pure water inside one street in Kwatangora. Now when he sold pure water, like one bag, he started buying 2 bags. He later went on to buy gala. And then added tom-tom and built kiosks. And then 6 months later, this richest man in Africa ended up opening a shop. From the shop, he now bought trailer. From the trailer, he now have oil company. He now become the richest man in Africa. God of Nigeria have done it again. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Idiot. They think they are fooling us. That is how Dan Kabo made money. That is how Dan Tata made money. Before Dangote. And when he is gone, when he is retired, you will see another Dan Mumu will come out. That is for our South Fulani. And then the Yoruba, all of a sudden, the same Nigerian, the capital of poverty, the richest black woman in Africa is a Nigerian. Hey, her name is Alakija. Mrs. Alakija is a Yoruba woman. She used to be a tailor. After sewing clothes small, she now become a bank manager, a bank cleaner. And after cleaning bank small, she bought oil well. She's the richest black woman in Africa. Clap for her. Look at the richest man and the richest woman in Africa. They are all Nigeria. One is Yoruba, one is Hausa. 2 of them didn't go to school. 2 of them are nobody. 2 of them started from gutter and they went to heaven. They are deceiving us. All the resources they are stealing in Biafra land, the Yoruba use women to be collecting their own. Mrs. Alakeja. Go and ask Adenuga. Go and ask all the Yoruba big shot. Go and ask Obasanjo. All the money they are stealing from your supposedly Niger Delta, it is going into the account of Mrs. Alakeja. You own 1 oil well and you are the richest woman in Africa. What about if you own 20 oil well? They think we are fools. And all the commission or percentage going to Hausa Fulani is being controlled by Dangote. T.Y. Danjuma's daughter is the one controlling the one meant for the middle belt. They are a very powerful group who carry out their activity on a very large scale. Let's assume you have Biafra land, you have middle belt, you have Arewa, you have Oduduwa. The collecting point for Arewa is Dangote. The collecting point from Yoruba is Alakija. The collecting point from Middle Belt is T.Y. Danjuma's daughter. Do you know how many billion that woman control under the radar? I'm sure she's richer than Mrs. Alakija. If you are not able to assimilate this truth behind this definition, you will see that the only thing you need to do is to overthrow them, is to improvise. For you to understand the level of the organized crime against us, you must be able to assimilate the true definition behind the organized crime. But outside that, you may decide to improvise. So when you hear IPOB, when you see the issue of Biafra restoration, my brother, it's not a child's play. But like our elders will say, we understand their nature. We understand how they function. We understand the conspiracy against us as a people. But believe me, they will not prevail. I just try to describe Nigeria for you. Do you know how many gold are stolen from Nigeria that is in the Buckingham Palace? I think one of the statue they stole, artifact they stole in Biafra land during the war, Britain is about to auction it because they know Biafra is coming. Are we going to talk about Russia percentage? Are we going to talk about American percentage? Are we going to talk about Saudi Arabia percentage? China is collecting their own percentage, directly or indirectly. We are their fish. We fight all of them. Not because we hate them, but we must fight them in order to free ourselves. Unfailingly to recognize who these people is, who these people are. They will continue doing what they are doing. But tonight, I do not call on you to panic. Tonight, I don't want you to focus on their size. I just want you to know that they are like Goliath. And though we may be like David, they must surely come down with a single stone from our slain. Because this is God's mission. This is God's project. Understand from the heart of your heart that a single enemy of Biafra must not be undermined. A single enemy of Biafra, you cannot see issue concerning them and you think you are going to sweep it under the carpet. Because you never know how many people who are backing them up. What we must do at this time is to come together. Come together more than ever.
Ooh, yeah. Biafra is the land of the rising sun. Is the beginning and the ending. I can see it here. I can see it shining. I can see it rising, shining all the over. Wherever you are, wherever you from, you must stand and fight for freedom. Wherever you are, whatever you do, we must stand and fight for Biafra. Blimbo brasme, blimbo brasme, blimbo brasme. Apo the wapa, Biafra join it there. In a maybe matter when I'm back. Biafra, Biafra ni smika barba ngangare pari ai. Biafra ni kalabari you but below to when I'm back. Apa mete, think pakaguti. Put the wine and sort when I saw now join it there. I'll be from me big man, so that I think my day younger company. Akwa Ibom is songo. Ibibi is songo. Anama. Anami komo. Bok, yo Akwa Ibom. Po Biafra yidi kopomi. Idem pom biri, idem pom monune unelem pom. Bok upe muso bok. Keni wong idio. Idi arubo ida. So referendum ayadi. Keni vote for Biafra. I have been fun for Timpo. Then Nigeria and I'm dying in Tengen. Bow, so we can eat about one evening. Yagadim, Yaganem. Pay him for
Grubo Wado, Ijo Wado, Equani Wado, when obey ya Rockana. We kill a value chacanole, a value chacanoka, in the Mavali school. I'm Miru, Fikide, Nigeriana, or Rocano, okay, Swiss Valley. So, what have happened, Mario? Really, about Mutia, if we are apple, really about Moena, really I can't wear my man, is your love lay. Group of people, what you want, really, I'm worried, okay, when I don't know when I so be Papa. Like I say, Papa, Mame Musasa, a school, university, the polytechnic, Africa Kawale, Ide, Ukabino, Yandiana Rocano, the way Ausa, Ali Yakoyopi, Yawale, we swear, we Yokwasa, I'm not removable. Would you like to more for? I'm worried, I guess I'm worried. Share what I can go brain up here, you boy. West over frame for me more frame, no camle. Because it will in the way become whichever more for. Every Mudia, you're one of them. I saw one when I guess I'm one. I can't remember my film. No film, organ for Cavalli, one tower, a motor, Lutolia Gaga, a motor, I share you. Man, what door, Murupo, what do me, Europa. They say, begin we say, Mama no sleep. Himself, sleep no day for a mo. Our people, we be Teta people, Igala people, Ishakiri people, Ika people, Igala people, Igbo people. We don't reach time where we will stand up, go fight for what God don't give us, because the way these people don't turn out, it be like say they want turn our blessing to curse. May I wake up, if you dey for sleep, may you wake up. The way we have Hausa Fulani now, herdsmen everywhere, they just they kill, they rampage people, they collect people life. My brother, not be so we be used planner before. So make una wake up, make una know what I go do. You understand? May we fight for Biafra with one mind, because now be our last hope. You understand? If we let them continue this kind of thing that they do, you see and say all of us one day we will wake up, everybody don't work out. If he never touch you, they never kill your brother, you don't go know the pain. But when I kill your brother, you see and say the thing get as it be.
Obolitigi so iya ebe maikizi mbito eniena amao so organizing gibi be yime enamezi igoyo ebi Biafra ke Biafra ikarungbo igbo gale idongbo tutu ene amoye ba isa isrezi iba isa isrezi ena ido waji ibe me Biafra inu isazi isame ufiale ena mezigo ibi Biafra ena so kanana isi ena
banamwa woji nda banna lendanda ko uwe Elabanu akilo Biafra maye galo sajo e basa be Biafra. Le ko Biafra manani we abane we bobo ne we gogo ne. Aga me ado amanya wa mama ba sa le pointe. Ye bie balo sa fait Biafra ke. A Biafra amanya wa mama manani bezine e be bobo ne. Ye le balo sa be Biafra. Ye le bawane. Because I made a man, our manners in the corner, Biafra, Biafra, son. Ye the body be Biafra. Ye wa yone. Mbara bi so nkwa we sweet. Ndra akodo wa ne da banana na akodo wa. Elo ale GI. Ina akodo be ya.
I can see
the body be Biafra sawan. Ndalo.
All the over. Wherever you are, wherever you from, you must do stand and fight for freedom. Wherever you are, whatever you do, we must do stand and fight for Biafra.
Ụmụnne m ụmụ Igbo niile nọ n'elu ụwa ọkụ na anụ ya ụmụnna anyị niile ha na-apụtakwala onye ọwụla gbakọ onwe ya eziokwu na ọkwa Biafra ka onye ọwụla chọrọ onye si na ọchị ịnwụ na Nigeria ya sokwe Nigeria nwụọ anyị ekwuchala otu ọha anyị n'ọnụ. This number is dedicated to Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom. Special dedication from IPOB Elelenwa family.
White at the white, at the white.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Yes, of course, make no mistake about the situation we find ourselves. We are fighting an organized crime. But believe me, they will not stop us. At this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line, I repeat, is 081-221-52971. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Caller on the line, are you still there? Caller on the line. Monitoring spirit, go ahead, please. Zoo Epileptic Network as always, but we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead, please. Move away from your radio set. But of course, will you call me, move away from your radio set and go ahead with what you are saying. Caller on WhatsApp, monitoring spirit. Cut the call and then call back. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Ngozi.
Go ahead, please. Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on the female line. Caller on the female line.
Main line.
Of course, we must continue. Sometimes excitement makes our people to lose focus. Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
No.
Caller on the female line. Of course, this is just the beginning of the journey. We are fighting an organized crime. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
And then you go ahead or I will cut you off.
Yes, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
God bless you and bless our leader. Bless all the open South Africa.
Your line is not very clear. You have to call back, please.
Okay.
Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on the female line.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
How are you?
I'm very fine. God is faithful.
Okay. Please, I want to make I want to appeal to you. You see this your archival work. This archival work from you, Mazin Amdekalo, Uchemefo, and the rest of you. This your archival work. Please, I'm begging. Compile it and make it available, because our future children, our Biafran children will reference you. They will from your work to write their project in schools. Please compile these works for us. It is archival. So,
thank you very much.
That is by the way. You see, Dangote is the richest man in West Africa, according to. Look at the rate of poverty in the north. The single one man. What is the population of the north? One man is a rich, and they are talking about it. Okay, today in one of their newspapers, their so-called newspaper review, they say that Sokoto State is the poorest state in Nigeria, and the governor there was battling with the comment. He was fighting those who made the analysis. Poverty everywhere. And somebody can't he make at least 1 million people in the north to start where he started selling making shoe shine and making shiny shoe, cutting nails, and from there he will rise up. Of course, the woman you named, I can't remember her name again. Alaki and the Dasuki daughter. Let them be rich. Is that rich?
T.Y. Danjuma daughter. T.Y. Danjuma daughter.
Is that rich? Is that how to be rich? Even the one that died the other time, the daughter as well, and the rest of and the dead Buhari and his, is that rich? But you see, when I was a small child, I can't forget how my father used to emphasize. This is what he is emphasizing. He said that he kills badly, eating public money, and they are doing it, thinking that they are not even alive with such. Because I'm sure what they see, and what is something it's not something to, it's not a story at all. Not something to look at how much more being demoralized by that, because we know that our God is there. Nemesis is there, around there. It's not something to admire at all. We know ourselves in Biafra. Another topic I had today is this was Rike saying that to hell with Biafra without religious whatever. If Wazirike is so religious, okay, the money he got from the zoo, the project he loves best is to build a hotel. Okay, what is hotel? What is the work of a hotel? If he is religious, I want to, because the most lucrative business in the zoo now is private schools. This is what they do for the children. No industry. Wazirike has the money to build a hotel, but he doesn't have money to do any other thing hotel. I pray that hotel, Sokoto hotel, will not be better than that of his. Please, thank you for your works. I love you all.
Thank you very much. Almost hail Biafra. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
The project he loves best is to build a hotel.
Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
This is female line.
Hello?
This is female line. Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Hello?
Good evening from here. Go ahead and move away from your radio set.
Yeah, I'm Onyibe. Good evening, all.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm very grateful to have you today because I've been trying a line. My name is IK Moses Owa from Isiagu in Augusta local government. The home of Biafra. I don't know whether you are hearing me.
The world is listening. Go ahead, please. Stop listening
Okay,
to your
please,
radio.
Okay, you people kudos for the mighty war you people are doing for the Biafran people. In fact, I thank God each time I heard about you, especially this year program. It gives me more joy and happy. I've elevated me so much because since I developed by time to listen to Radio Biafra, in fact, I must have to say that my life, everything changed automatically because it's all easy. Especially, in fact, I give thanks to our great leader, Mazen Narikalo. He's a wonderful being. I know that it's a God sent. It's not easy because he's taking everything by the book. He's a wonderful man. I know it's a God sent. I'm giving kudos to him. I pray that God will give him the whole strength, whatever he needed to achieve this, because I know Biafra is a son. Another thing I'm saying is the town I'm calling from. In fact, if you are there, everywhere, moving, terrorizing, these all sort of things. But I know God will see them. In fact, I give all of you, I'm very happy to tell you, I'm more than happy. I don't know how to explain it. Because I know the God have now remember us. The suffering is too much. I don't know how to start. I don't know how to end. But I give kudos to all of you, all the principal factors of Biafra, all of the IPOB. May God give you, send you people, give you more wisdom, give you knowledge. I'll restore you people, defend you people, I remember you all the time. Thank you for it.
Thank you
May
very
God bless
much.
all of you.
And bless
Keep
you.
doing that.
God
We are
is
with you.
faithful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on the line.
Mazi, I have a song for you before I say my name.
Onyemuche. Go ahead, please.
That is me. O nwere ihe o mere m ji nye ya ekene. O nwere ọlọlụrụ m ji wee nye ya ekene. O nwere ihe o mere m ji nye ya ekene. O nwere ọlọmọlụrụ m ji wee nye ya ekene. Heo, ka anyị nye ya ekene. Ọ na-emere anyị ihe dị mma. O nwere ọlọlụrụ anyị ji wee nye ya ekene. O ka anyị nye ya ekene. N'ihi na ọ na-ekwu eziokwu. O nwere ihe o mere m ji wee nye ya ekele. Chai! Mazi, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to end this. You have called me Onyemuche Chukwu, but you have forgotten my surname. Nwajai Miscreant, alias Ndana Parimado. Why won't I insult them? Sir, this is the best day in my life. You have mounted on this pulpit, and when I was responding in your Facebook yesterday, I come to write something. I told them, I said, this is just the only platform that deserves a type offering. You see, when you do your things the way you do it, the heavens open up the cloud and the joy from the throne of heaven begin to descend. See, sir, I'm sure I'm not taking much time. Let me just get straight to the point. Sir, the first lecture you gave, I'm still joking, the people, traffic everywhere, even the angels are calling your line. Satan even is calling you to tell you that you are doing a greater work to even save these people. These people have lied and have committed even more than him. Sir, you are wonderful. I'm not praising you to make you feel like I'm praising you for God to increase you in the spirit realm, because you have been doing a great work that even the elders cannot do. Even those who say they are men of Satan cannot do, because I cannot call them the men of God. They have failed, and they have failed woefully. Do you know that I engaged with a young youth this morning? He woke me up with a message. He said, "Why am I doing this? Send me a rhapsody." I looked at the rhapsody. When I read it all, I realized that he's trying to preach to me to leave all this issue of freedom that I'm doing and begin to give my attention to God, that is only God that will solve the problem. I replied him immediately. I said, "Please, I love this message. The one thing first is this. You get to realize that this is your pastor called Pastor Chris. We love him so much that one of our presenters, Mazi Uncle Ike, played himself on our radio platform. Not because we hate him, but we play it to even appraise him that he has stepped out to say the truth for once. And the guy got shot. You know? So why I'm saying this is that people should understand that we don't hate them. The people should understand that we don't insult them. If we're insulting them, we wouldn't have been taking this thing this way that we have been going about it. We would have struck them the way we need to do it, and the heaven will not fall. Sir, this point you raise now, calling, I don't know how you put it, but I understand where you're coming from. But let me say something quickly. It is not Nigeria that gave, what's his name again, Dangote, the richest man in Africa. It is not the outside world. It is the pastors, because I've heard somebody told me that Adeboye prayed for Dangote and Dangote become the highest. You see, these people are so useless that I don't know where to quote. If I have a way of killing these people, I'll kill them. They're animals. I don't know why somebody will just wake up praising yourself. Who are you? You are nobody. You are mess. You see, fighting this organized crime does not need us. So I know you have a very acceptable mind and a very considerable mind like our leader. But sir, I think you people should step out at least to, like somebody said the other thing, give us 1 week. Let's play a film for these people. Let's do a little drama for them. Let them see what we have in our heart, because it's boiling so much that I cannot condone it. That somebody came out and humbled himself and call you people individually in your homes and even invite you in several places with evidences that we should unite together and get this thing right. And some of the persons are telling us that we've never consulted our elders, and yet the elders still want us to call them back again, to front them in this. You see, there is this slogan about the bourgeois hijacking a revolution, and they think this is going to work in their advantage in this period. It is a turnaround thing. It's not going to work. If you think you're a bourgeois, you're hanging out there watching us playing our game, so that at the end of the day you hijack it. It's unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. If you survive doing this, I will tell God that he's no longer a God. I am saying this with all the utmost blood in my heart. If any of you survive it, try it and survive it, I will go heaven and bring God down, you see. Because I don't know how to put this. These people are idiots, animals. I will call them till they die. So I don't want to provoke you. Thank you so much, and good night from here.
Thank you, and we must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. People must understand that we are fighting against organized crime. Caller on the line.
Onyibe.
Yes, monitoring spirit. Go ahead, please.
Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 1 to end. Verse 6 and verse 21. Very, very important. No other prophet on this planet Earth will ever deceive you, Biafra, again. Look at our leader. Tell them that they can't know. Honorable China here. Outside Ottawa. Oh, Jojo. I have to get out of here. And I know Leviticus chapter 18, verse 18. Listen, verse 1 to end. 20 to 29. Very, very important. Everything you see there, if you know what is happening here. I'm going to have one in the wine. What can they use? What is the past? We're going to watch some wine in the Madison and internet. You need what I let them in the governor for Gamu and the you don't know. I still have a manda from my own. I am. How could you get like I am nobody. I am more. I will get to I when I say, I will a fool. I said, wow. Yeah. Come back home. What do you want, dog? I put you on the air or the devil. I got to do I will not plan. I'm not going to do it. Hey, but you play my coin, and I will do it. Why don't I come? Dara. Dara. I want to get
Your line is becoming so bad. Maybe you lose your position.
Can you hear me, Master?
Go ahead, better. Try and change your position.
Thank you. Almost Biafra, because I'm a bit more fun. All of my offensive years for what the Papa. I am with a fire for that. I pray with Biafra. What I look at him as Onyibe. We are fighting the darkness itself. We are the light. They know we have the power to bring it down and stop it. They know we have a major. No more. No, my bishop Gawa. Second Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 2, verse 20 to 23. Check it. A woman encouraged his son. Remain on me. Yes, I want you to remain on me. No other hope except Biafra. I am telling you, and the 7 days from today, plus 1, which is 8 days, grandmarket to do what I want for that death of Joe. According to Trump will cycle, almost the wire of Trump the resolute. Do you know what Trump did when he was as he used to say? He did to make man. He declared the resolute, not to say, my beloved father, the world is in your hand to decide. If you decide for this one to collapse, it is a very bad record for you because Biafra must come. But if you declare Biafra, you are a hero. Tell them, my leader, we put your name. Outside I don't know my door, walk for four. My door is back. I don't know airport. I don't know what to get. You guys are the land of and they're going to Onyibe is going to open on your top. I want to say, Mama, where you want for watching of our top of the guy. Ask them that apparently anything gets I don't want to say that anything gets I don't want to go down. No particular no time. Yeah, we're not down so that I got to say from our business. Then the Gishinaga, I think, only more rich, she ran out of the Kapataraya. I feel Pia will go no lawyer will help. I feel to think that you are so bomb for you. You know, when I feel to that, but I can Satakaya Payama. Can you not call walk? Last week I got the Salam for those to watch for 1 week and another. You work Ogubo at the temple. Upon the now, I am now, and I have a little settle. Every power of darkness of this planet, all Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 11. Any of the gods that are not involved in the creation of the heaven and earth must be destroyed. None of them are from the Never know about Biafra. Nothing but the member to fight and do it. Some morning on a Biafra. This is I'm going to call it some. Can you get back tonight? That temple. But the temple of Supercar. When I don't get the rat and the rat and the Catholic. Still, I get out to put Tagala. Don't go. When I feel like Biafra, I get a not only to see all Biafra.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand we are fighting against organized crime. Are you there?
Evening.
Good evening from here.
Yes. Good evening, sir. My name is Favor. I'm calling from Umahia. And Umahia is a Biafran land. Onyibe, I want to thank you for all you are doing for us Biafrans. It's not easy. May God bless you in Jesus' name. That's all I want to say.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp. If you are going to talk, you go ahead. I advise you to move away from your radio set.
Yes, I'm Moses. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, please.
So I thank you for all you are doing for us. I thank Mazi Namdekano and Mazi Chimofo for all you are doing for us. Thank you, sir. God will be with you all.
Thank you very much, and be with you also. Our people must understand. They have rounded us up. They have organized how they will fight us. Systematically, meticulously, they are doing that, I can assure you. But the point is, they don't know how we have prepared ourselves. They don't even understand us. Because we are the destiny of Nigeria and we are their doom. And so Biafrans must understand. They are fighting us in the shrine. Both Juju, all of them, they are not relenting. But the point is, will these people be justified? Will their actions be justified at the end of the day? When you are Yoruba man, in the morning you pretend to love me, at night you pretend to hate me. But I have one request to make. Yoruba, stay your own with your love. Is that too much to ask for? Hausa, we give you Nigeria. We dash you. Carry one Nigeria. You don't want to take it. Very soon there will be no Nigeria for anybody. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Oh, Biafra.
Oh, Biafra. Go ahead, please.
Onyibe, I greet you from Aba Province. My name is Ndoka. All we are praying this time is the manifestation of Biafra, because Biafra has been restored spiritually. We are chanting down Babylon, just like Bob Marley said. Britain want to make them. Fulani want to make themselves Babylon, we will chant them down. Nigeria want to make themselves Babylon, we will chant them down. Yoruba Gota media want to make themselves Babylon, we will chant them down. No gate of hell shall prevail against the people of God. Umuchineke. There is nothing that they can do to stop the manifestation of Biafra, because we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. So there is no man born of any woman. Nobody can stop the emergence of Biafra. Just like the resurrection of Lazarus, Biafra is risen, just as it's been written in the book. It's just for a time, and our people will see it clearly. And just as our leader said, we are going to dance, and the world will say that we are drunken. With what? with the goodness of the Lord, because the kingdom of God has come to stay in this planet Earth, which will bring about the righteousness of man. The Hausa and the Fulani, they are saying Dangote is the richest man. He sold banana, he sold carrots, he sold watermelon, he did this one. All those things are fancy. All he is accumulating are stolen money from the Fulani, which they are using to invest in his business, which becomes their own share. We have known all their strategies. We are 7 steps ahead of them. So every of their lie has been made open by Biafra radio station, which has enlightened our people and brought us out of darkness. It has liberated us from every mental slavery, and we are grateful to people like Ohamadike, Uchemefo, yourself. The spirit is in you, and you are in the spirit. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. There is no two ways about that. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. And of course, as always, the Zoo Epileptic Network, but we are not going anywhere. Caller on the line.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Caller on the line, stop listening to your radio. Go ahead.
Hello?
Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
George Onyibe.
Good evening from here.
Afternoon. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please.
I shall be well with you. It's Mrs. Ivy Okojaja calling from Iguacha.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. Before I proceed, I would like to sing a song in my dialect to praise where I come from. I'm a Biafra. So the song says, Biafra, akulomulomulo miyarie. Biafra, akulomulomulo miyarie. I say, Biafra, akulomulomulo suna. Akulomulomulo kingi. Akulomulomulo sobo boy. Okay, Biafra. So this is the opportunity to tell those that are fooling IPOB that we are not true. They are criminals. Whatever they plan, whether large or highest crime, they plan it against themselves, not IPOB, because we are 7 steps ahead of them. So whatever they plan must come back to them in the near future. So George Onyibe, I'll stop here. The Chukwu Kabiama continue guiding you, protecting you. If you know our leader, Mazina De Carlo, it shall be well with you.
Thank you very much, my sister. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Yeah. Are you there?
Yeah, Mazonyibe, good morning, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah,
good evening.
My name is James. Here. Yeah, I'm
James
calling from South Korea.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay. Mazonyibe, I just want to thank you for your good work. You have done a lot for us. And I'm saying there's no amount of thing that we will do that will say you have done much, but you have done much. If we are not, if we are not blind, at least we are hearing. We thank you very much. We thank you very much. All you have said is truth, nothing but the truth. This is called naked truth. Look at, even our people don't know, but other people knows us more than we know ourselves. They knows us more than we know ourselves. The one that breaks my heart too much is what Facebook is doing. I'm monitoring them most of the time. Thousands are watching you, are listening to you, but these people will not allow the number to go up.
The moment I log out now, if you check, you see close to 27K, 47K, but I never have more than 150.
Oh my God. I study them all the time. It breaks my heart. I don't know what we Biafra have done to this.
Facebook they should be giving me 1. I'm okay with it. My happiness is that each time my phone gets paranoid, the phone itself, because there are millions of people listening, but Facebook keeps telling me it's 47, it's 52, it's 100.
Thousands only. God. Only in Korea, about 700 or 800 people are watching you right now from Korea alone. Talk less of other places. But look at what they are doing. They are not even ashamed of themselves. I just want Biafran people to understand who they are. We are not simple people. They don't know. We are different from other people. They don't know. God loves us with everything. We know we have a lot of enemy. They said whoever that have a lot of enemy have to prepare himself all the time. Our people just lose their life, just lose God and leave other people. Even some of us are fighting ourselves within ourselves. For what reason? Huh? It baffles me. Every day they're trying to tell them, do this, do that, do this, do that. That these people refuse and they're talking rubbish. Look at how killings everywhere. How these people are just destroying our lands, raping our women, our mothers up and down. And some people are still there talking. We have to come and beg them to join struggle. Somebody, your land is going, your ancestral home is going. And you are there trying, expecting people to come and beg you, to come and ask you to come and fight for your right. It's very, very painful. Oh my God. Onyibe, thank you. May God bless you. Continue your good work. Thank you. I don't know what to say again.
Very much. And of course, we understand that we are fighting an organized crime. We are fighting against organized crime. But in terms of you trying to remind me about Facebook also, Facebook must understand. As far as I come on air, every day I see All-Star, Big Boy on my platform. I see Chuku, Onyibe on my platform. I see people like Owa Sophia on ground, and I see people like my brother Makafiki. That's your name, I know if you pronounce or Togwa. Believe me, let them close the Facebook. But of course, our people must not be distracted. We will keep on doing what we are doing. We will continue doing what we are doing. But in the end, Biafra must come. It's just a simple journey. It has begun already. I always tell people, our leader has put something in motion. He has put something in place. He can't even stop it. Because that thing has gone ahead to destroy Nigeria. Anybody struggling to keep Nigeria, you are only prolonging your punishment. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes.
Good evening from
George Onyibe.
Go ahead.
Good evening, sir, from Gambia.
Go ahead, man.
My name is Miss Grant Onyebuchi. I'm calling from Gambia. I'm from Aguleri, Sinama Bala, Biafra land. I want to thank you for the good work we are doing for people of Biafra. May Chifu Kabema bless you. Bless our leader, Mazi Namanekano. Mazi, I want to thank every principal officers for their good work and their resolute about our restoration of Biafra land. I want to thank everyone. They are doing good. They are making us proud. I'm seeing everything happening in our place, and the one they are doing outside, they are making us proud. Anybody who said that Biafra will not come, the person will not see Biafra. Anybody who said that Biafra will not come, the person will die before Biafra will come. That is my prayer this night. Anybody who said that Biafra will not come, the person will die before Biafra will come. In the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line. Caller on the line, please move away from your radio set.
Hello, my African Red.
Go ahead.
Yeah, God bless you, sir. My name is Abela Chukwu. I am calling from Igusta River State. I am very impressive, very, very impressive about what is going on. The first question is said. The country called Nigeria is dead already. We have no reason to regret what we are doing. All we can see around us is victory. And I really want to thank God for what He's using you, our leader, Mazen Namdekukano, our deputy leader, Mazu Chemefo. Honestly speaking, anyone that talk much about him, there is something wonderful that person is doing. And therefore, we are impressed. We are very, very courageous wherever we are. Here in Biafra land, wherever we might be, we stand our ground, not looking our back. who is standing behind us. We stand to tell the whole world the way it sounds. We say it the way it is. We don't care. Because that spirit has been already honestly installed in us by our leader, Mazin Namdokukani. You yourself, our African Red, you are doing wonderfully well. And one thing we know for sure is that Chukwukabiama will be your strength to protect and guide you and your family. There is no eyes, no mouth that speaks evil against you, but against IPOB or Biafra restoration. That will never see the light of the day. You are doing well. One thing we are waiting for is the celebration of the restoration of the kingdom of Biafra. The land of Biafra shall jubilate. They shall jubilate. And the Lord Almighty, Chukwukabiama, the keeper leader, Mazina Nukukanu, our deputy leaders in the foot, and the directors of states, we are not missing words. All hail Biafra, and almost hail Biafra.
There is no two ways about it. Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
I am here.
Go ahead, please.
Sir, Chukwu Okike may I go enemy. Yeruwebi. Chukwu Okike may I go enemy Nnamdi Kanu onye ndu Chukwu. I get hope final. That is why I please say Biafra must come. Because me myself, I don't know say yes. Death is not there for our leader. When Onya did George Onyibe, because making a quick where he used the way in the ancestors now, hope anything women they carry Kiki are good. The Konyan do any carry was nowhere anybody will come this earth. We believe in, we no say no, in no say God will do. The creator, the Chukwu Okike mean that you must believe how it they walk. They walk in spiritual. You must keep yourself according to the way. You must go to spiritual. You must always be spiritual. Because the spiritual is greater than physical. So that you will know what they're doing. So that if God send message for you, send help to you, you will know that God has come. No matter anything they're doing, nothing they will do to kill a child that God will send. But mistake when those people calling themselves elders, you are elders. Thank God, in the law court, a child can disown a father if a father not do well. A father can disown a child if a child not do well to the father. Mean that all those one calling themselves calling themselves governor, telling people to come and beg them before they stand up. They know that they will die. And they are devil. And they are trying to confuse a people like them. Already sold their soul to devil. And which their account is not too much people inside them. And because of the money they're stolen, they give the money to so many men. And for them to using it for business, importing goods, doing importer. Those one is the one supporting them because they don't know what to do than to support them because they're getting money from all those governors. Making these governors believing that there is a woman being inside between them, which they didn't know that nothing like woman being inside them. They're happy. They're receiving costs. That is their happy. That is their happiness. Because time has never come for them to receive debt. Now, only cost they're receiving, they're crying. What of the time when death will come to them? Because death must come to them. They call themselves elder. They call themselves elder, and people dying for your community. The child you born with your prick, if something happened to him as dead, can that governor sleep without not finding how the child go down? That is how another people dying, and you will stand as elder. You are the one make yourself as elder to protect the land, and the people are dying, and you are expecting people die to come and tell you, to come and greet you, or to come and beg you for you to protect them. They are already dead because you are alive, and you are claiming to receive a greeting and receiving respect because you are alive. Like in this Europe, why are blaming our brothers from Biafra? Now Italy said that they are sharing documents, and they are sharing documents which is true. Okay, the document you are sharing, now a person passed IC, Mediterranean Sea in Libya because of the country called Nigeria killing him and pursuing him. Now we came to this country for you to for safety, and you want to give him documents, and the thing around the whole world that Italy want to share documents. You want to share documents, and you tell person to go and bring home of origin. Home of origin for where? Home of origin is in Nigeria. They tell you that Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria don't have any woman being, and no woman being have in Nigeria in that black nation. And you are telling person to go and bring home of origin. And I, like example, my lawyer called me. He told me that this is time for me to take my document. I said, okay, let me take my document. He said, no, before I take my document, I should go and bring my state of origin. I said, why? State of origin for where? He said, I should go and bring my passport. I said, I passed Mediterranean Sea to come to this land because I am running for my dear head. And you tell me to go and bring passport. Why I didn't take passport in Nigeria to use a plane to come to this country? Now people standing up because they want to take documents. People standing up to go and take that state of origin out in Nigeria. Now tomorrow, the Italy government will now tell you that the country you are calling Nigeria is bad. Why are you not going back and take the passport when you tell them that the country is bad? You see how they're using the blame of the blame of bad people doing glory to the nation, and you now they want to use your blame. You don't want to rise up and tell them that you are not taking, if you are not taking that state of origin, that is like example like this. I tell them that if in Nigeria will make you to give me the document as take Nigeria passport, you people should reject that document. Leave it, I will not take it because I cannot bring a state of origin as in Nigeria. Because Nigeria cannot be my identity. Nigeria don't have any woman being. There is my forefathers in that land. God give to that land, which is my ancestors. They don't know any woman being bring that to Nigeria. They don't know Nigeria. They have died. And if you take me to hospital to test my blood, is their blood will show me alive as my identity. And them that they are not in Nigeria. Full stop. And in Nigeria, people calling themselves Nigeria is the one causing all those problems. American, a black die in American, they agitate the whole world that a black die in American. I told them here, why you people don't agitate? Telling the government of white people that you run away from a country called Nigeria because the government, they are robber, they are killer, they are dead. So that the white people will know that we have already known their plan. We have already know that they are thieves among us in our land. Because some white man see you here, he tell you why you're running away from Nigeria. And there is a work there, there is a big company. I ask the white man, why you go to Nigeria to go and work? Why are you moving around with escort of army and heroes with police? Here, as you are working here, are you moving with police here? The white man run away from me. If everybody telling the white people what they know, that we will know, I believe that this Nigeria, for now, you cannot hear anything concerning Nigeria again. It's people causing it because why? All those people call themselves pastors, different people calling themselves pastor in Nigeria, mostly Yoruba pastors, they are not a pastor or is a politician. But now they want to confuse you, telling you that your fathers, your forefathers, they are bad. Why? Which bad? Then, like our leader says, serve anything you like. Fine. Just like olden days, just like our time of our forefather. They serve anything you like to serve. But you cannot use what you are serving to intimidate another person. You cannot eat much and use it to kill another person. But now,
thank you very much.
But now you can do bad and use that bad and kill another person. The living now and that living before, you are telling us now we should go back to our religion, go back to our root, and which is true. That our root is better than now because that our root is where the power is. Now the pastor want to sell a market, he want to sell, and he now telling you that your father is a sinner. What of your own father? He now because you want to sell a market, he now telling you that your forefather they are bad, so that you will live, so you will live according to the way
very
your father
much.
lived. Make your father be protected. Enemy cannot kill your father. Now I want to bring you out from God to keep you the side of darkness, so that they will be operating using your head to making their money. You will be poor every day by day. Let everybody rise up. And if really they want to do it, if it's time for them to do it, for we all to go back to the land. Fulani is only shouting because that is our devil out. Devil shout. By the time, at last, devil power will go down. God power will rise up upon the children.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller, WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Here. Go ahead, please.
Oh, my brother, it's me. I'm calling from New York.
Go ahead.
My brother, may God bless all of you. My African rep, may God be with you. No weapon fashioned against you will prosper. May God bless my leader, Nandika. May God bless Uche Mofo. All my brothers that are fighting for this our freedom, God will bless all of you. God will strengthen all of you. And our desire, God will grant it. God will give us our freedom. My brother, what is paining me most is what our people are doing. I see for this WhatsApp that some of our people go to Yoruba land to buy land. They buy land that they will develop. But our own people, our own elders are selling land to Fulani that will bring cow and bring death for them. Which kind sense, which kind wisdom they get? Why is our people so wicked? Why are they so wicked? That this Fulani, and they are seeing how Fulanis are killing our people, raping our women. Still, they have the guts to sell land to them so that they will have the power to do what they want to do. Already we don't have elders, we don't have governors, because I was watching when one Mietiala member say, okay, Zibazu, give him the power to graze for Abia land, Abia state. That IG is aware. One military man is aware. Where are we running to? Why is these people so wicked that they don't want to listen to what this my leader is saying to save everybody? As if the man want to save only himself. This to save us is just to free us from the hand of these wicked people. How did they think that these people will release power to them? All these wicked rulers, all these people that are clamoring for 2023, they think that this Fulani they look as fool will release power for them. They will not do it until they accomplish their aim, because their aim is to islamize everywhere, and they are on it now. God will give us this freedom. I know it's not easy, but God will strengthen all of you. Even the attack, they are attacking you, God is sending it back to them, and nothing will harm you. My leader, as he travel, God will make way where there is no way for him. God will open door for him, give him favor. At the shame of our enemies who want to occupy the land and kill every one of us. God will fight our battle. May God bless you.
Thank
Continue.
you very much. We are not going
Thank
anywhere.
you.
Thank you. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. And of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. We are inching closer to the end of this program. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Onyibe.
Good evening from here.
I am Mazi Onyibe. I'm calling from Okwa West, beside the Ebok. Hello, okay.
Go ahead, the world is listening.
Okay, I want to use this opportunity to tell the whole world, and especially IPOP members, that our brothers here in Okwa West here sold many plots of land to Fulani herdsmen. And I want to hear their names so that the whole world will know that we people of Okwa do not support what those people did. So I want to call them. There are 5 in numbers that sold that land to Fulani herdsmen. And they want to kill us. When herdsmen say that if they don't allow them to make use of that land, that they will deal with us. So I want to just tell the whole world their names so that people will come and know what these people are doing here. Please, that's why I'm calling. Yeah, it spoke.
Go ahead.
In Okwa West. It spoke in Okwa West.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and this place now, the land is in Obey. The land they sold is in Obey. I have the names of those people that sold the land. They are 5 in number. So please, and Fulani herdsmen are now patrolling because some groups of people come out and say that they will not sell that land. So because of that, the Fulani herdsmen say that they must collect the land, either we like it or not. So please, I want IPOP members to rise and come so that we know how we do these 5 men that sold this land. They say that they sold the people that give them order to sell the land to them. They have already marked their signboard there where they will be selling cows and be selling all of them. So that is why I called to know what you people can do so that we stop this.
You go through your coordinator.
All right.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line. Caller on the line. And of course, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Sincere appreciation to those of you who were able to call in. My apology to those of you I cannot receive your call at this moment. Believe me, every one of us must bear it in mind that we are fighting against organized crime. And we all know the implication of that. These are criminal-minded individuals who scattered across the globe. Highly connected, I must tell you. But like I said earlier, though they may be as big as Goliath, we as small as David, we slay them with a single stone. I sign off from here and I say, remain blessed, remain focused, remain Biafra above all.
Everything's gonna be okay. You are the father to the fatherless, the miracle working God. You make the blind man to see, you made the crippled man to walk. You are the lily of Galilee, you make impossible possible.
Gym on a Tuesday, then to the studio on Wednesday. I work it out till Thursday morning. I be chilling on a Friday. I play some shows on Saturday. If you ask me what my best day is, it's when I praise you on Sunday morning. I got my throat in my mind.
radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to. This is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.